Three San Francisco school board members were recalled this week by parent groups for pursuing woke policies instead of focusing on reopening schools. Don't listen to the mainstream media and think this is only happening out west or in San Francisco, because parents across the country are rising up against left-wing school boards indoctrinating their children with this CRT crap. In Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, a concerned parent explodes over the racist pro-CRT and anti-cop messaging being taught in Shrewsbury public schools. Watch this.
Shrewsbury, Mass. The reason I'm addressing the board tonight is today in the Shrewsbury High School and stuff, they were doing Black Lives Matter things and stuff. The concern that I have and stuff is that a poem and stuff was read out to the kids depicting that police officers are predators and murderers of black children and black children and parents. One of the questions that I ask everybody here, as I have a state police retired sergeant sitting right here, do we think it's appropriate that her 16-year-old daughter would be taught that her mother is a predator or a murderer? What are we teaching in our schools? How is this possible? Then you guys put out curriculum out to these kids. And I'm going to give you some examples here. Telling them that, let's see, it is estimated that police killed more than 4 times as many black Americans last year than anybody else. Here's the facts. Does anybody on this board look at the facts? 1,017 people were killed by police last year. 117 of them were black. Does that sound like it's 4 times? What are you teaching our children? Did you teach our children that 534 police officers were killed last year? This year, in the last 30 days, 54 police officers have been shot and 11 have been killed. Did we bother to teach our children that? Does anybody on this board, including you, Dr. Sawyer, do you review the curriculum of what you're doing to our children? Suicide, anxiety, and depression are through the roofs. 38% up on suicide. Do you know who's doing it? It's our schools that are doing it. You are indoctrinating our kids. You're sending children home to their mothers so that they have to look at their mothers that they're a predator or they're a murderer because they're a police officer. Every single one of you on this board should be ashamed of yourself. John, I came out and I endorsed you to stop the other lady that was just absolutely way too woke to sit on this board. And I trusted you, and I went out through this community and helped get your seat and get you reelected. This is what I got you reelected for? Does somebody actually want to answer us, or am I supposed to just sit here and go after one fact after another? Look at this one that you're giving to the high schoolers. You are depicting a picture of all lives matter, but what it's trying to say in their depiction is that a white person's house, the fire's being put out while the black person's house is being burned down. Is this what should be happening in our schools? I went to my son's school today at Sherwood because the principal wasn't there, although all the assistant principal, everybody else, nobody wanted to talk to me about what was happening in my son's school today because the principal wasn't there. So again, are administrators there? Who's running the school and who is there to talk to parents if the principal isn't there? This is a big concern. Black history should be celebrated. But when we cross the line and indoctrinate our children and teach our children that police are murderers, what is going on here? I cannot believe this is happening in Shrewsbury. I'm involved in 3 already school board recalls that we just won, and we're removing those people in Troughton, Dudley, etc. I've got 21 parents that are wanting to know when each and every one of you are up for re-election. And this time, I will put the $50,000 into the school board races and stuff so that I can unseat every single school board committee person that is responsible for what you're doing. How do you look at her and tell her that her 16-year-old daughter is coming home and her mother is a murderer or a predator? Do we not have police officers' children in our classrooms? Of course we do. But of course, none of you are going to say a word. So I'm going to let all this curriculum out. I have the recordings of the kids of what was done at the school. We are going to release it out to the press. I am going to put the commercials out in Shrewsbury, coming out from me personally, and I am going to tell the parents exactly what just happened. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sisser. Parquet.
Friends, those board members, they don't answer and they don't want to debate because they know that man is right. They know he's right. They know they're wrong for teaching kids that their parents that are police officers are murderers and predators. They know they're wrong for teaching kids of color that they're oppressed and that all the kids that are white are evil. They know they're wrong. Parents, take back this country. Keep up the fight.